podcast and bring to you. Okay, so from a little piece of information about me, long story short, I'm Elisia Collins, CEO and founder of SunfireTalent. What I do is I go through social media and I look for talent, take them from every place I can find, YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook, any place you can find. I pick you out personally and bring you to the surface. SunfireTalent is a talent community for talented people. If you're just starting out, if you've been doing it for 85 years plus, okay, doesn't matter your sexuality, doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your age. Talent is what talent is. Okay, so I bring it to surface and I resurface everything for you. Okay, so let's bring to you, well, before we do a run through. Elisia Collins, author, Darlene Burns, Lamont Wilkins, spoken word. Our singer back here, AdammB, okay? And one more person for you, Dominique, but her name is MzEye to all of us, okay? So, Miss Dominique, AKA MzEye. All right, so everyone, what you do?
Well, I'm an author, businesswoman, and financial analyst. So I want to also get more involved in the LGBT community as far as like helping with finances. Yes, and I'm an artist as well.
All right. So we got Miss Dominique here. Now, what we're going to do today, we're doing something a little different. You've met the founder. You've met the talent. All right, so let's really get to the nitty-gritty of things, okay? So now what we're going to do is our discussion panel. Like I said, these are just questions and answers. If anything offends you, we apologize in advance.
I'm not apologizing.
Just a little bit in advance, not a lot.
Sorry, not sorry, definitely.
Maybe. What she said. Okay. All right. All right. Once again, thank you for everybody who's tuning in. We're about to go right into our discussion panel. If you have any questions or replay questions, please write them down, put them down in the box. I will get to you in a few seconds because we have a few questions that we might end up going through in a few minutes, okay? Thank you for stopping by. Let's go into the questions. All right. Now, this question is for everyone because we want to make sure that we have different views and different angles for this discussion. I could have came and just gave you some questions, but I wanted to make sure that you understood that my views are not everyone's views. So, no. So, let's go into the first question. Okay, we have lost a lot of music legends from 2000 to 2016. Okay, let's start with Darlene. Who was the first music legend that caught your interest, and what was it about them?
I'm going to say Michael Jackson. I think that's going to be pretty much everybody's go-to, but for me, I'm putting a little data on myself. I watched him grow up from a little boy basically to a man, into his own. The one thing that intrigued me actually was the Jackson family. I mean, you can see them perform. You see when they were on American Bandstand, where Soul Train, and it was just how they came together. It was like poetry, emotion, and Michael, of course, stood out from everybody, but he also brought it back, to join back with his family. Even when you saw on the Jackson show, when Lil Janet came out and Randy, they were all family, and that was one thing that you could see really on TV at that time. An African American entertainment family on prime time, yeah. So that definitely stood out.
I think I'm gonna answer my own question and move around the room. All right. I picked for my music legend. I know we haven't lost her, okay, and I pray, God forbid. But who caught my eye was Tina Turner.
Yeah.
To see, not to offend anybody, okay, but let's just go back a few years. The year is 85. Okay.
Propaganda.
I was born.
Yes, 85. We'll close our ears to the fact that he was just born then. Okay. Long story short, 85. Me and Ye, so tall, not giving out my age for personal reasons. Okay. Sitting to see an African American female with a stadium of people, okay, killing it, and people are paying for it, and the stadiums are full to see one African American female at that time. Okay, was a group, but then you know the whole Ike situation. This is the after Ike. Okay, sorry Tina. All right. To see an African American that resembled me on a stage, selling out and being not singing R&B, just R&B. She's saying rock and roll. Okay, so that's a little bit after Ike. Okay, that was my legend, and that's the first person that stood out because it said it's okay to break the rules. It's okay to be different. Okay, so I'm answering my question. I'm gonna move it on.
Okay, well, see, I was gonna choose Tina Turner, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Prince. Rest in peace to Prince. I used to live in Minneapolis, so when he passed away, it was a big deal in Minneapolis. Everybody was out on the streets, you know, celebrating his death. But I want to choose Prince because he was an artist in every single avenue. He played a lot of instruments. You know, he was very inspirational to a lot of people outside of Michael Jackson, you know, Tina Turner. I think he was a great legend. And he was very inspiring to a lot of people and a lot of artists. You know, very talented.
All right. Lamont Wilkins, spoken word.
All right. Yeah, even though I do spoken word, the biggest influence that I had was growing up was Tupac. I mean, I'm a huge hip hop fan, and I remember when my cousin Danny first had the very first Tupac tape, and I was instantly hooked. I mean, just the delivery, the passion in this man's lyrics, work ethic, relatability. I mean, just everything about the guy. I was like, that's what I want to do. Like, I want to be able to connect with people like that, you know, in the same way that he did. So, you know, rest in peace to Pac. I wish I could have seen him perform. Easily my biggest influence growing up.
AdammB.
Hey, so a lot of things, you know, with the legend dying, it's a sad thing, but definitely I can agree with Darlene that my biggest influence for music, which actually started with dancer first, was Michael Jackson. When I was around 16, at the time, just the charisma, the stage presence, everything, and just be able to keep singing and dancing at the same time, that's not something that's easy to do at all. And people, you know, forget that a lot of the times until after he passed away, and that's really unfortunate. But that drive that he had just makes me want to, you know, keep pursuing my dreams for music. And so, yeah,
All right. So we're gonna move on to our next question. All right. So for anybody who's watching, this is SunfireTalent live discussion panel. We are broadcasting live. If you don't have us on Facebook, go to YouTube. We're on there too right now. Thank you. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Periscope. Shout out to Facebook.
Hey,
Hi Mom. Hi Dad. Hi cousin. Yeah, we are here. Okay. So thank you. A shout out to those folks. All right. My next question is for our authors. I have two authors here, Darlene Byrne, MzEye. All right. So for these questions I have, was there anyone who inspired you to write?
Stephen King. Off the bat, my mother actually is an avid reader, and the first book she gave me, Loving Mama, but scared me where I had to stay at the night, was Pet Cemetery. I think just his whole content or concept of what the premise of the book was, just, and I always was scared, but it took me into a world I forgot that I was even reading. And usually when an author does that, they've not only done their job, they've gone beyond. I hope I can even be a drop of what he is, but you know, that's a major influence on what I write and how I write.
And I just wanted to add, growing up, I love reading, so I have a lot of authors, so I wouldn't say I have just one particular author that inspired me, because when I was younger, I was already inspired by my aunt and my family for writing and being creative, having a creative mind. But I would say Zane, she was the inspiration behind writing my book. I love how she captured her readers and how she can create a story and a fantasy and, you know, lure you in. So I think she, per se, was the inspiration behind my book. But growing up, I was inspired just naturally as a gift of writing and just being an impact to tune in to writing a story and being creative to create stories for people.
All right, so let's see what I have here. Excuse me. Okay, as 3 years ago, has it been longer than 3 years that you've written this book?
No, it's about that.
As I was doing my, which I personally know her, but still, as I was going through my talent, I happen to know that this young lady right here is an excellent writer. I want her to do a quick reading for us today. So let's get started. A tidbit.
Gotta put on the specs, y'all.
All right.
No shame in my game.
My book or page.
This is my book. Midnight comes with the dawn, the vampire plague. You can purchase it on Amazon.com, Barnes and Nobles. Actually, if you just type it in Google, it'll bring up a whole bunch of outlets where you can purchase my book at. It's about vampires, and that's all I'm going to tell you. This is from chapter 19. What did you say? Did you say one of the creatures? Well, I'm sorry. Did you say one of the creators of this world? I turned around to watch the being glowing in the darkness, when suddenly she was standing over me. I say she because the being said if it was easier for my mind to conceive that calling her she was appropriate. I almost forgot about Darius floating in the air. Ivis says, if nobody's gonna say something, I will. What the hell is that? What the is going on? Ain't nobody taking possession of my mind. She starts to pace back and forth. I step over towards her. Quiet, Ivis. Not now. Just keep your eye on Darius. She looked at me and said, really? Throwing her arms in the air. Adamina and the members step forward and acknowledge her presence. Adamina reaches out to touch her, and all of a sudden she becomes human, or a replica. Almost as if human essence filled the light standing amongst us. I knew my mouth was open because Alex stepped beside me and closed it. I couldn't believe my eyes. The light beam starts to speak. Is this the one you call Darius? She steps closer. Adamina, did you speak the spells I sent you? Yes, but he still managed to kill one of Midnight's children and injure another. The one you were trying to heal. Scarce says, I understand. Let's tend to a few things first. I've cautioned my crew of the coming of the dawn soon. We should have a shield over this place. No one panic. You will not die when the sun rises.
Well,
I like that. I have a question for you, Darlene. What was the inspiration behind writing
Actually, this story is from 1998. The story was actually about a mother who was just passing, and a father and daughter relationship. And I came out, I think a few years later than that, and one of my friends, shout out to Imani, Fever Wright, we were having a conversation, and I wasn't really concentrating about writing or doing anything like that. And we were just talking, and she said, well, what are you doing? What are you doing in your spare time? I said, well, I have this book that I've been working on. She said, what are you doing with it? And I was like, nothing. She said, well, start writing. And it didn't even occur to me to start writing until I went back to the story. And I changed everything. All the characters. I still kept the relationship of the father and the daughter, which you would read. But yeah, it just, and I also wanted female empowerment. A lot of, sorry, vampires are done in a misogynist image. No shade, honey, no shade. And so I wanted to change the game. I wanted strong female characters to be portrayed. I wanted them to have a voice. want to do a lot of killing and still stay alive and not be falling all over the place.
I have a question for you though, real quick. You should release that on like book on tape type of thing. You know, like doing it for free reading almost. It might take a little while. But
What? Resources.
Yeah.
All right. You see what happens when the community gets together. When the community gets together, ideas are shared and motivation spits out of you, and then all of a sudden you're creating something that's meant to be made because it's done by you. Originality. Okay.
Actually, it's going to Audible by December. Cross my fingers of this year.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the guys. Guys, you ready?
yes, we are.
All right. Who inspired you to start doing spoken word for Lamont and for AdammB? For Adam R&B.
Okay. There's a few spoken word artists, but the main one that really inspired me in writing, to really get out there and share what I was doing as far as performing. I mean, Lamont.
You want to sit right here so you can speak to the camera?
Lamont, I mean, everything from delivery to performing to writing to consistency. Literally, that made me want to go from being a poet, like as far as just reading my work, to actually learning spoken word, performing it, just how eclectic he was or is, I should say, and just bringing the words to life. I wanted to do that. I wanted to speak my spoken word and inspire and change people the way listening to his CDs day in and day out did to me. Hands down.
Okay, so with R&B, it's really hard to just really take down one. But what really got me into R&B, honestly, was after I watched the Behind the Music on Bobby Brown, he left in the audition and everything like that. Not only were his vocals really, they just really carried a lot of the music, but it's also not only his danceability, the charisma, and just wanting to stand out like how I am. But if I could just do like two others, it would definitely be Kevin Campbell. His vocals were really powerful, and they just attracted me to his voice. So really like that, and Prince as well.
All right. So what we're going to do is we have a special gift that Lamont is bringing us, which is spoken word. Before we begin this portion, thank you for everyone who's viewing. This is SunfireTalent live open panel discussion where we the talent get a chance to speak to you one-on-one. I'm Elisia Collins, CEO and founder. This is Darlene Burns, author. This is MzEye, author. Spoken word, Lamont Wilkins. AdammB, future and now, presently, R&B star. Okay. He will be blessing us too with his vocals. Okay, so we're going to step to the side. Lamont.
All right. Hello, everyone. How you guys out there in live land? I did a poll as to what spoken word piece I should actually do, and a lot of people want to hear a relationship piece from me. So I'm going to do a relationship piece for you, and this is actually called "What Good Is a Relationship?" So let me make sure that all the cameras and everything are good, and I'll go ahead and start everything for you guys. All right, well, looks like we're good to go, so let me just go ahead. This piece is called "What Good Is a Relationship?" So, what good is a relationship when you always have to walk on ice? Play sweet and innocent and be a fake person trying to act all nice. How can you accept being miserable and frustrated through all your days and nights, knowing that the end result could eventually scar you for the rest of your life? I mean, think real hard about being stuck in a situation that no one could pay you to like, especially when being hurt is the resulting price. Is it worth that sacrifice? Having to publicly go to friends and family to complain about the relationship you once cherished that's now suddenly bringing you emotional strain. So I'm gonna ask you again, what good is a relationship when you know in your heart you would have been better off as friends instead of letting this relationship start? I mean, you've had this feeling for a while. In fact, every day that went by got stronger until one day you wake up finally realizing you're ready for the breakup and don't want to continue on with it any longer, because you've had the feeling of a lonely heart that's been picked at and abused by everything from hurtful words and expressions to being selfishly used. You stay so confused asking, what is there for you to do? The ill temperament, the abuse, them saying there's a difference in you, but you fail to realize one without the other one can't make two, meaning if you can't learn to grow and see eye to eye and grow together, who cares if they come at you with kisses, hugs, and apologies after the fact, trying to make you feel better? I don't understand how you would let this be the way you want to feel for the rest of your life, especially if being hurt is the resulting price. Is it worth that sacrifice? Having to publicly go to friends and family to complain about the relationship you once cherished that's now suddenly bringing you emotional strain. So I'm gonna ask you for the last time, what good is a relationship if you don't have a say in any type of matter? Or at times you want to talk about something serious, they respond with laughter. You stay in denial, hoping one day things will change, trying to play it cool in front of everyone instead of learning the rules to the game. You let important things you should address expire and pass away, and then you wonder why nobody ever takes you serious when you finally do have something to say. And I'm not trying to be hard-pressed, nor can I see the same position you hold. But a wise man once said, everything that glitters ain't gold. All of life's riches aren't for you to hold. But don't ever think you're not at all special. See, some things are meant for you to experience, but stay coherent and learn to let go. I mean, come on. Think about what you're doing. Think about the relationships ensuing penalty. I know it can be hard using your best judgment when your heart is being your worst enemy. But is this really the way you want to feel for the rest of your life? I mean, honestly, ask yourself, is it worth that sacrifice?
Thank
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What the hell? Excuse me. All right. So this young man, for people who are just tuning in, this for people who have not heard spoken word live, this is Lamont Wilkins. Lamont Wilkins, people. This is an amazing spoken word artist. I did not know him 3 years ago. Thanks to SunfireTalent, I was able to scout him out, go to his event, and get him here. Okay? This is how SunfireTalent works. I want to work with you. You can work with me. It's about motivation and giving people the spotlight they deserve. Okay? We got one more special treat. Before we have everybody back, I have AdammB. We'll switch places. AdammB is going to bless us with his vocals. AdammB, come on down.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So AdammB, I scouted him out 2 weeks ago. Okay. 2 weeks ago. I have the resources, the platform to get this man to make sure he stays on track on SunfireTalent. I give you the resources, the motivation to keep going. So please, let's give this man a chance for a spotlight.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little segment for every little step, all right? All right. I can't sleep at night, I toss and turn, listen for my telephone. When I get your call, I'm all choked up, can't believe you called my home. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind that you would even talk to me. Cause a girl like you is like a dream come true, or real life fantasy. No matter what your French does tell you, we will make you fall in love. We will be together any kind of weather. It's like that, sing. Every little step I take, yeah. You will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. Yeah.
Woo! Got me booed and feeling all at the same time.
I was about to get booed up because the song was so touching and
Fire, I love that song.
All right, now we're going to have everybody take their place. We're going to go back to discussion questions. So that's how we do it. We got discussion questions, we have talent. We have discussion questions, we have talent. That's how I roll, okay? These people will be able to be found on, go to SunfireTalent. They're all on my site right now as we speak, www.SunfireTalent. If you would like to be on the next panel, if you would like to broadcast worldwide on SunfireTalent, just hit me up. I'm Elisia Collins. I am founder, CEO. I can do your talent consulting to get you where you need to be. I can also make sure that you have the motivation to go forward. Okay, so it's quite that simple. For people just tuning in, Darlene Burns and MzEye, if you can tell, Mr. B in the house. Adam B. All right, there we go. Then we have our boy, Mr. Lamont. Okay. So, all right, let's do this. The next question. All right. To me, legends are trailblazers. They are original. They always seem to be untouchable. That's what legends are, right? In the last few years, we seem to see a decline in fortunately decline, because there have been a lot more legends passing away. Okay, but we have seen an increase in something rare that we've been having out for a few years now. It's called holograms, where if you have passed away, they're able to bring you back in digital form on stage to perform live. Now that's eerie. I'm performing live dead. No, okay, it's okay to some. I'm not judging, it's just a little different, but this is how we figure out what we like, because it's different from clicking the like button and agreeing with me. Yeah, like just means you like it. I don't know how you feel. So let's start off with this question. Because holograms on the rise with the Tupac and everything and like that, this question's for everyone. Would you ever pay to see your favorite legend as a hologram? How do you feel?
I actually would. And if I could pay to see a hologram, I would probably choose Left Eye and TLC in concert. Everybody that knows me knows that I love TLC. I love, Left Eye. That's actually that's the inspiration behind my name, MzEye. I would love to see her in hologram in TLC. I went to a TLC concert way back, the fan mail tour. That was the best concert of my life. They did a great job. If y'all haven't seen TLC in concert, that was amazing. I would love to see that type of energy again. So yes, I would.
Anybody else?
No. And I'll tell you why. Sorry, not sorry.
Wait for it.
Because I feel like they left enough body of work for us to love. I mean, sure, it would be nice to see them perform on stage, but they're gone. They let them rest in peace. It's weird to see somebody up there moving around that's no longer with us in spirit. I mean, it's not even organic. To me, it's almost like a money-making thing. As much as we want to, see them one more time performing, that's not them up on the stage. That's somebody else programming what their interpretation of what that artist is doing. It's not organic anymore. It's just wishful thinking, if you want to call it that. So we have YouTube videos, we have footage of them. We have, if they've left the body work, example, Michael Jackson, we can go back and see him in videos, performances, concerts. I was blessed to see him in 2 concerts. So he's gone. He's not with us anymore. I don't want to see him moonwalking and then seeing some sort of shimmering off of him, some computer glitch going, no!
All right, AdammB.
Yeah, well, I agree with her, halfway with that, because Michael Jackson's hologram thing had happened, on TV with the whole Slick to the Rhythm thing, and I was, as someone who used to be an impersonator, that wasn't that great. But if I'd say I do care for it a little bit. I do think it's kind of cool. If I could pick one artist, it would definitely be Elisia. I would love to see, because they don't have any real, they had a movie with her, but it wasn't really
that was
not good.
I would love to see that.
TLC one was good, but I would love to see her get back on stage, because her music videos for female artists was definitely inspiring to those female R&B singers and everything, and she had a lot of style that couldn't be matched.
Well, we're talking about holograms, and the question was, holograms. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Pretty much. Who you want to see? Moving on, Mr. Wilkins.
I mean, I'm going to piggyback a few things that everybody said. I mean, I can definitely understand it from a propaganda standpoint, from a standpoint of a fan, that it may be reopening a wound for some people. Obviously there's footage, there's stuff that you can look at. For me, 2 people I literally have on my wall right now to piggyback this man is Aaliyah. I have 2 big posters of her, and Tupac. I mean, I would love to at least see one, do it once. You know what I mean? I mean, I got excited when I heard hey, there's a Tupac hologram. I mean, that being my biggest inspiration, and I was like, I want to see something like that. But I definitely understand where these folks are coming from as far as that component. But just to say I did it once and was able to do it, I check it out.
Yeah, at least once. It doesn't hurt, but
yes,
I can see the sensitivity behind how.
I'm gonna answer this question. Okay, I'm on the fence. Okay, and the reason why is because I don't think these people who passed away gave approval. Okay, I think personally that all artists who are still alive, thank you for the ones that are still with us. You're still great. Thank you, all the great ones. I think there should be now something signed saying if the person agrees afterwards that that person should be okay about being still alive while performing in a different realm. Okay, so long story short, I'm on the fence. I don't think these folks gave approval, and it's cool to be creative. It's cool to be new, but I think that starting like in 2016, there should be some approval saying like, if I pass away, please use my image in a hologram.
Or don't.
Or no approval. But if I had a chance to bring back someone for holograms, because like I said, I'm on the fence, I would definitely do my best to get Mr. Marvin Gaye to fulfill every sexual healing in every room. Okay, there ain't nothing wrong. Okay, Marvin Gaye. Okay. There was something about the voice, something about the music, something about the groove. I mean, he was just like the singing of Obama, just cool with it. Okay. Yes. So we're gonna move ahead real quick. And this is a good question for anybody who's tuning in. I'm Elisia Collins, founder, CEO. And what I do is I bring together everyone that I found that I scout on social media and sometimes not on social media. I do my scouting and I bring them to you as a resource so you can meet and greet the talent, and you can also network on www.SunfireTalent. Click on their features. Every single person here has a feature on SunfireTalent. When you click on the feature, read their bio, and you can also contact them for events, booking, scheduling, or attend an event. I created a community for talent. So SunfireTalent is a community of talented people. No matter if you're a DJ, no matter if you are ballet, if you're a musician, we are all together. Talent Scout, talent scouting. We're all in one community where we can mingle, get to know each other, buy each other's products, give advice, just like this discussion, get to know each other and help each other and push each other forward to everyone's goal. Everyone has a goal. Everyone has some place they want to be in life. Okay. So this is a quick question. I'm going to run through this real quick. And this question is for everyone. Do you feel that you're getting enough support and help to further your career in your communities?
I'm going to say no. And I'm just being honest about that because it's a lot of people that's in, whether you're in the LGBT community or outside of that, I feel like some people don't like to support other people. I've reached out to several people, with a price like, hey, how much is it to XYZ? And some of the promoters or what have you, they didn't respond back. Some kind of pushed it off. And some just don't really support like they should. And I'm going to say no to that. And I feel like in a community, we all should be supporting each other. And even outside of that, whether you're outside of the LGBT community, everyone as a whole, whatever it is that you do, we should just be supporting each other. I think that's good. Some people only focus on their self. And I think that as a whole, it's all about supporting each other.
Anybody else?
No. And I'm one of those people. If you follow me or if you're on Facebook with me or Instagram, I support a lot of people. My manager, shout out to Tammy Johnson, kind of used to get on me a lot. She's like, why aren't you promoting your own stuff like you support everybody else? Like this talented author down here, she's on my website. I feature people because I'm trying to create a platform where there is none. We find very often that nobody's really creating a platform for everybody to shine. And I just don't understand it, especially in the LGBT community. We have enough arrows coming against us, and then to have turmoil within, it doesn't make sense to me. And so I'm very much an advocate of giving somebody a shout out, making sure somebody is seen, making sure somebody is heard. If you've never heard me before, if you come to my website, I'm getting a newsletter together. I also feature people too. So I'm not just one dimensional. I want everybody to shine.
All right.
Honestly, no. and I'm not trying to be negative, like, everybody being here, but I'm being realistic here. That, when I started singing, no one believed I could do it. The only one that somewhat firmly believed was my mom, and I'm very grateful and happy that she does. And everybody else told me I should stop singing. Everybody didn't think I had it. They said that you just don't have it, which isn't true, because the more you work at something, like you exercise a muscle, you get what you're looking for when you keep working for it. And just like them, I want to form, like she said, platform. Everybody needs to help each other. If everybody wants to be successful, we can all do it together. Corporations and businesses, they all work together as a team. You can't just do it by yourself. As much as these people like to believe that they do. But yeah, no, I didn't really have the support. But with these lovely people, I'm sure that's going to change.
Of course. And I'm in agreement also. I mean, being spoken word, I mean, a lot of people do spoken word, and shout out to all those guys. I definitely help, other spoken word artists shout them out and stuff like that, but it just feels like when you want to go and, get that same notoriety as well, it's not there. And why, I can honestly say I have no idea. I mean, but, I would love to be out there more, obviously, have more support. Obviously, from a networking standpoint, you have to kind of do things on your own. Managing social media on its own is a full-time job. I mean, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of work. A lot of work.
Nobody else.
Mailing lists and stuff like that. Also, making sure you respond to people, respond to comments. I mean, it literally will take all day. Hopefully, it changes. I mean, we're all on the run. I mean, we all have courage. Sometimes people don't want to help you because you might be making them feel a way about themselves. Because there's a big, right? I mean, the big 800-pound gorilla in the room is that what we do, it seems easy, but there's a mental component that it does not get talked about, where this stuff wears on you. I mean, you genuinely care about people's feelings. You care about what they say. But at the same time, there has to be a switch where you're able to shut it off. Otherwise, you'll never be able to do what we're doing. So it's give and take. I mean, like I said, we all hope it changes. We can just keep pushing forward and keep networking, and it'll come.
All right, I'm going to answer that question. Okay. All right. First of all, for people who don't know my long, tiring road, okay, sit down for this one. I've been in acting classes. I've been in tap dance classes. I've been in acting classes. I've actually acted. Okay. I've been to Disney auditions. I performed, I directed, and I sang live in DC in a band for 5 years. Do any of you guys know that?
I know it.
Any of you guys knew that? All right. The answer to that question is no. So that's why I created SunfireTalent, because I've been the actor, I've been the singer, I've been the dancer, I've been the performer, and I've been told no a million times. And I've been told, we'll call you. No worries, we'll call you back. Wait. Leave your number, we'll call you right back. So SunfireTalent has heard all the rejection. SunfireTalent is a place where talented people can come, mingle, hang out, discuss, get the energy ready for you to help you move on to what you need to do next. You can get contact, connections, if you're trying to figure out radio, if you're trying to figure out DJing, if you want to be featured, if you want to be on a blog, if you need help with your social media. I'm a SunfireTalent here. I do a little bit of consulting work to get you on your road to success. If you want to be on a discussion for a live stream to get your website going, if you need help with your website, okay, if you know what a website is, okay, anything you need, SunfireTalent is your resource. This is the thing. If you don't use it, you don't go anywhere. Okay, it's rare for someone to give this opportunity to you, to get it and not use it.
What are you doing for?
All right, so these people, this is just the 4 out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that I have helped in the last 3 years. Okay, just 4 I brought today. Now, if I could bring everybody through that door, this room will be filled with people who just needed one thing, maybe just help with social media, getting their social media going, or help motivating them, or even help figuring out where to go next, you know? So this is just the site to say, I've been there, I've done that, and let's move forward as a community, okay? SunfireTalent has a community page. If you go to Facebook, join our community, hit like. I want to see you. I want you to enjoy. I also do a little thing called featuring entertainers. So it's not just indie artists or unknown, but I do entertainment when it comes to what happened to let's see, a singer, Marshall or something like that, and they just came out, okay? Or let's say I'm featuring someone that just came out. I do older features, new features. It's all about keeping you in the know, okay? So thank you for watching. We're going to ask a few more questions, and then we're going to head out. Let's see what we got here. If you were able to meet yourself from 20 years ago, 20 years ahead of you, okay? What career advice or life lessons would you give yourself? Let's do this with Darlene first.
For me, I would have told her to have courage to come out early, be yourself, live in your truth. Do not be discouraged by anybody else's path and what they're doing. Do you. Stop being afraid of your own blessings, and and be happy in all of it, and experience it, live organically, and no, don't give up.
All right, Dominique.
I would say keep inspiring yourself, keep inspiring others, stay focused, stay driven, don't be complacent, be consistent, and keep moving forward, and don't give up on your dreams. Just keep at it, and don't attract or don't entertain negativity, stay positive. So that's what I would say.
Lamont?
I'm gonna be honest, I quit right probably a handful of times. If I could meet myself 20 years from now, my advice would have been not to quit when I first did. I mean, we talk about not having those opportunities, not having the support. And to be honest, if you don't have that resiliency, the mental capacity to handle all that, give up. So I would definitely, tell myself, hey, those times you quit, because now I have that support structure. The support structure that I do have, it's great. I have the drive and the passion, but sometimes I would think about what if I would have had that back when I first quit, when I gave up. So I wouldn't have given up so early on myself, and what I want to do is focus on myself.
And to carry off of that, I would say to myself in 20 years, just keep having the drive that I have now, keep writing music. When you think of something, just an idea, just keep being hungry, just keep going for your goals. And even if you ever make it, if I make it to the top like I want to one day, I just want to continue to learn new things, continue not to just stand still, just keep moving forward and keep thinking of new things, new ideas, ways to innovate. Just keep that drive.
All right. Thank you. All right, okay. So before we do a little, because we're going to do a little periscoping afterwards. So if you want to join us after this with more questions, we are going to get back on Periscope in the next 5 or 10 minutes to answer any questions. So if you have Periscope, SunfireTalent, at SunfireTalent, long word. So you can find us there for the next 15-20 minutes. We're going to do that a little bit later. Before we go, we're going to go through our thank yous, because without the community, friends, family, we wouldn't be sitting here today. All right. So AdammB, we're going to go back around. You do your shout outs first, please.
All right. So I would shout out the GOP event for Anastasia. Thank you so much for inviting me there, showcasing my talent for singing. Without that, I probably would have never met this lovely woman over there who hosts this lovely event. Definitely the various church events that I after started dancing at, Holy Family, now Sacred Heart next week. Looking forward to that, and definitely this lovely agency and my mom.
Lamont?
Okay, so I have a lot of people to thank. So obviously, first and foremost, Lisa Collins with SunfireTalent, where I was able to meet wonderful people. Yeah, there she is. Now we talk about the support we haven't had, but I definitely want to shout out the people who have been supportive. Piggyback him, Anastasia Peace with Speak Peace Entertainment, Power of God event. I mean, I was able to perform there as well. Truly thankful for that. My work's been displayed on some online radio shows, random radio podcasts. Handle RRP show, definitely shout them out. Hustle and Culture radio show, Be the Poet MC, gotta shout them out. There's some of my work's been featured on some hip hop mixtapes.
Dominique, shout out.
Okay. I want to shout out SunfireTalent. I just want to say, thank you for putting, inspiring the community. Thank you for being such an inspiration and pulling us together. I look forward to working with SunfireTalent in the future for more projects. If it wasn't for you, this would never be able to come to fruition for a lot of artists out there who doesn't have the avenue to, have the platform for like social media and everything like that. So thank you so much for just being inspiration and to all of us. And thank you, family and friends, for watching us today on this panel.
Darlene Burns.
Definitely want to shout out to International Rob. This is my dude. Just want to do a quick shirt up. This is his logo to his company, International Rob. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He donated some shirts to the event today, and they'll be going into some goodie bags. So thank you so much, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
Thank you for my travel. Arrangements were done by Miss Latoya Johnson of Intertel Travel. You can find her on my website and also on Facebook under Latoya Johnson. She helped me get here and she helped me get home. And going to shout out to my manager Tammy Johnson. Someone I'm going to be working with, Cherie Johnson. Definitely want to thank my wife, my children, and my family and friends, and my Facebook fans, Instagram and Twitter fans. Also, last but not least, this person right here. I'm not gonna get teary-eyed, but definitely, person. If you ever need like your own personal cheerleader, right here. I can't begin to tell you the support that I've had from this woman from day one. Never altered, never fell back, was like, what, just consistency. I think in this business, for everyone, it's about someone who's consistently on your team. And if you don't have that, you don't have a good team around you, it's like you're lost in the sea. So definitely, I want to thank you for that and creating this platform for everybody to shine.
All right. We are finished for today.
I just have one other thing, and you know what? I forgot to do that when I introduced myself. You can find me on Instagram, MzEye, MzEye, Facebook, MzEye Love _love, Twitter, MzEye Love, the same way, MzEye _love, WordPress, MzEye.wordpress.com. I'm sorry, I forgot that.
Oh, and I have one thing I really have to say. I promise this is the last thing you'll hear from me. And I really forgot, because I write my own music. I actually brought some CDs here. I have my stuff on iTunes and Apple Music and Google Play. I forgot to mention that, and I am so sorry. But yes, there it is.
All right, so we're good. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
We went over a little bit. Thank you from SunfireTalent, www.sunfiretalent. Find out more. They're on my page right now, SunfireTalent. You can find them, find out a little bit more about them, keep in contact with me if you have a question. If you want to be on the next show, let me know.
Yeah, because we'd love to see everyone. So
live stream. Live stream. All right, guys.